I'm going to go across to Dr. Shashi Panja first. Ma'am, on a question of principle, why shouldn't citizens be allowed to decide whether they wish to watch the Kerala story or not? Why have you taken it upon yourself to decide whether people can watch this film? Why are you banning the Kerala story in your state?
Good evening to all. Rahulji, straight to the point. I think every state has its own, responsibility, and every administrative head of the state also has a responsibility to look after the law and order situation. So that gives the administrative head the prerogative, you can say, or the right, you would say, to decide what would be best for the people of the state. And I think to look into the law and order situation, if one has to really look, if there is an anticipation, even to preempt, if you sort of preempt any kind of, inflammatory speeches which may provoke people, which may incite people. So it is just, we could take it this way, that if you can preempt such kind of a, danger, or such kind of, if you anticipate, in that case, what would be best would be is to refrain from the screening, which divides communities along maybe religious lines, maybe caste lines, maybe the language, the approach. So it's largely for the benefit, so that there is no, you don't stoke or incite or provoke somebody to respond and react to what is being shown.
No, but it can be argued that you've actually incited people more through your actions than if they had the right to watch the film. But let Ashok Pandit respond to your point that the West Bengal government argues, Mr. Pandit, that it's preempting a possible law and order situation because it is Mamata Banerjee's responsibility to take care of law and order in the state. She understands the state and she thinks banning it will ensure that there is no communal tension.
Good evening, Rahul. At the outset, I would like to ask Dr. Shashi ji that has she seen the film or not? And then I'll place my arguments. Has she seen the film?
Ashok ji, there is an appraisal of the film. There has been a teaser of the film. Ashok ji, I'll tell you what, we can always continue. That there, in Kerala itself, when the teaser came out, we understand that following the teaser in which that number of girls, maybe 32,000 girls, were seen, that they were radicalized, they were forced conversion and radicalized into ISIS. So let me complete. I'm not arguing. Let me complete. No, wait.
Answer my question. Have you seen the film?
No. Let me complete. And there were litigations in...
Yes or no?
Let me allow me. There were litigations in court. Wait. There were litigations in court.
So that means you have not seen the film.
No,
this means you have not seen the film.
No, pursuant to that,
now let me come to the
No, Ashok ji.
Let me come to the actual fact.
There will be a gross misunderstanding between your view and my view.
About the
Wait. Allow me to. You asked me a question.
You have not watched the film.
So if the director was then called by the court,
I watched the film.
And the
so
court
I will
ask the director.
I don't want to have both guests to speak at the same time, Dr. Panja. Just 20 seconds. Complete quickly because Mr. Pandit should get a word.
Yes. Absolutely. The director of the film was asked by the court in Kerala, because there were litigations, that have you seen these 32,000 girls, which has been mentioned in the teaser? Then he comes down, the number comes down to 3. He couldn't substantiate with evidence. It comes to the story of 3.
Your argument is that the film is making exaggerated claims and trying to take the odd isolated case and spinning it into the gospel. Let Mr. Pandit now respond to you. Ashok.
Yes, Rahul. Now, Rahul, I have seen the film twice, and let me tell you, as a filmmaker, the film has raised an issue about daughters. We always say that terrorism has no religion. So this film is against terrorism. The film is against ISIS. This film is not against any religion, for that matter. The filmmaker, a responsible filmmaker, who is a very big name in the industry, has raised a very important issue about daughters, girls' safety, where ISIS is very active in a part of our country. the real mothers are talking about it, the victims are talking about it. I will ask all those people who are responding to this film as anti-Islam to look into the eyes of these daughters and the mothers and the parents and ask them that how do you feel about it. So my request is, as a filmmaker, a film which has been cleared by CBFC, a film ban appeal has been denied by all the courts, Supreme Court, High Courts, all the courts. If you have a problem, go to the courts. If you have a problem, if you're not accepting the narrative, you make a film which is contrary to this film. So this country is a democratic country. You cannot ban a film. Any kind of ban should be rejected.
No, it's a matter, Dr. Panja, of principle. Let people decide. In West Bengal, we saw so many reactions of people wanting to watch the film. If you don't want to watch the film, that's fine.
Shashiji, let me finish. Shashiji, lakhs and lakhs of people have thronged into the theatre. Lakhs and lakhs of people. The film has collected 45 crores. People are talking about it. People are thinking about it. People are giving thought to it. Youngsters are thinking about it. The entire country is thinking about it. But the problem here is that there is a political bankruptcy in this country. All political parties, there is a political bankruptcy. Everything is related to the vote bank. Nobody is thinking about that daughter, that mother, that father whose daughters are missing. He might, the daughter might
Okay, Dr. Panja, let people decide. You don't decide for them. Let citizens in Bengal decide whether they want to watch the film or not. In that reaction story we played, there were so many people who wanted to watch the film.
Absolutely. Rahulji. So finally, the director of the film, from 32,000, he came down to 3. Stories of 3 people. See, the teaser had to be called off. The teaser had to be taken off. Ashokji, let me just say, he couldn't substantiate. So we need to understand, is it a real story or is it a work of fiction? Because, you have various versions now. Now the point is, there are 3 instances, Rahulji, I can give you. There are 3 instances where there was, in Jammu Kashmir, ISI people caught who happened to be a member of the BJP Minority Morcha. What does BJP have to say about it? There were members of the Bajrang Dal who were caught with, giving inflammatory speeches in Karnataka as recent as 21-22. These are instances belonging to the BJP. And what have they done? Even these are 3 isolated incidents. Do we then take a larger picture of BJP to be that? Similarly, with 3 stories of girls, you want to take it. We are all against terrorism. Kindly do not mention that. We are all against terrorism. Why is BJP, for that matter,
when let Guru Prakash Paswan respond to that.
It came to films like Lal Singh Chadda, it came to Chapak, the acid victim story. Why did BJP have objections with all those films?